Hello there.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You already know who it is. It's your boy Elie Moses, your 21-year-old law and film student here in Sydney, Australia. Now, starting right off the bat, you know from the title what this video is going to be. So hopefully we can continue the awesome comment sections we've had with the Scream reaction videos. They've been doing a madness on my channel, and I appreciate that. You guys have been absolutely fantastic with them. So today, you know what it is from the title. I'm going to be ranking all the Ghostface killers from worst to best. And hopefully you guys can appreciate my opinion. And if you disagree, agree with me. Let's debate in the comment section down below. It's going to be amazing. I've read every comment on my Scream reaction videos. I check them every day. I tried to heart the ones I love and even get in the debate when I can. It's been amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's been great. I think my Scream 4 video had about 120 comments so far. And I read every one of them. It's not that many comments. I know YouTubers get, big YouTubers get way more. But I appreciate that. I'm so grateful for it. And it's been amazing. I didn't know Scream had that big a fan base. But let's get right into it, guys. So, in at number 8, I'm going to go with Charlie from Scream 4. Now, initially off the bat, I was a bit shocked because he had that kiss, like he was about to kiss Kirby, and when he pulled out the knife, I was like, oh damn. But like in my mind, I was like, oh really, man, you're gonna do that to Kirby? And he's like, 4 years you like basically dogged him. And I thought he was just a substituted Randy for the film that just lacked the necessary charisma. I felt like if his character had much more of a charisma and enthusiasm, especially towards like the films and the Stabathon and everything, I think I would have been way more shocked when he was revealed as the killer. I think just because he came across as sort of a dull character, and it ended up being just a lousy sidekick to Jill, who basically fell in love with him, and I fell in love with her and basically became one of her victims. So yeah, that's why I put Charlie in last place at number 8, unfortunately. Now, in at number 7, we have Roman Bridger from Scream 3. Yes, he was revealed in Scream 3 to be the mastermind of it all. He was behind Billy and Stu in Scream 1, sorry, and he planned it basically all. He was the mastermind behind it all after Maureen Prescott, Sydney's mother, abandoned him. So he basically was Sydney's long lost brother. And yes, I totally did not expect it. And yes, he has the highest kill count in all the Scream films. I think he has 9 kills, and that's because he's a solo killer in the film, and we know how Scream 3 plays out. However, I think they could have included him in the film a bit more. I felt like he was a bit cast to the side, and then at the end, it just came as a shock factor to it. Because my mindset was on Patrick Dempsey's character, the cop in the film. But however, because he was so cast aside, he sort of comes out of nowhere. At the end, he's just drunk at the party, playing drunk. And then as well, a scene that got me, I've read it in comment sections below, like in other videos, saying that when he was playing dead and Gale checked his pulse, like, I was thinking to myself, he's been in the Hollywood business for ages, so I'm guessing like makeup and stuff is not an issue. But however, playing dead, I heard like you can actually reduce your pulse down to a level, but it's very dangerous. So whether we can buy that or not, I felt like they could have done it a bit better. And the fact that he still remained the killer after that kind of turned me off because of that scene with Gale checking his pulse, and like Gale's not made out to be a dumb character. So that's why, guys, Roman Bridger is in at number 7. Now, going in to number 6, I have Mrs. Loomis from Scream 2. Now, this is not necessarily a bad ranking coming in at number 6. It's because I think the ones above were just so good. Now, I didn't mind Mrs. Loomis. In fact, like her motivations were really clear, and her performance was fine, and it completely caught me off guard. I thought she was just a Gale Weathers wannabe, you know, portraying as Debbie Salt, constantly harassing her. And then when she became the killer at the end, I'm just like, oh, you're Billy's mother. I was like, oh, and then it makes sense what her motivation would be, being Billy's mother and what Sydney did to her son. And I was just like, perfect. Scream 2, and completely caught me off guard being Mrs. Loomis. However, she only does get 1 kill in the film, and that is I can't remember who it was. I think it's Mickey. Oh no, it's Randy. It's Randy. She gets 1 kill in the film, and that's Randy. And she leaves all the dirty work to who ranks in at number 5, and that is Mickey, who I think was played perfectly by Timothy Olyphant. I thought he was a perfect addition to Scream 2. He was a really great character, and just made me buy into that 90s nostalgia of Scream, and all the pop culture talk with Randy and everything was absolutely fantastic. And I love his motive. He's just a really sadistic serial killer who just wants to go on trial and basically plead insanity. And I was like, okay, fair enough, that's your motive. You're just an insane serial killer who just wants to make it to trial and be showcased to the world. And I think some of the ingenuity in his kills are kind of creative. Like the kills at the beginning of the film in the theater was absolutely fantastic. Creative kills, just sitting there with Jada Pinkett Smith, just chilling, you know. I just really loved Timothy Olyphant in that role. Bought him as a sadistic serial killer. And yes, unfortunately meets his demise to Sydney at the end. Now going into number 4, guys. It's from Scream 4 and we have Jill. Now, Jill's motive about being this a massive clout chaser and basically wants all the fame from her cousin and wants all the attention as like a social media influencer, or like, I don't know, just clout chasing teenager completely makes sense. And I saw in the comment section with a lot of people saying that I think it applies more to today than what it did back then. And I think that's like just a testament to how great some of the commentary was in Scream 4, you know, about like not like in the rules it set, and about streaming everything. And you know, today everything's got to be streamed. You make a movie and it blows up and you get famous by that. So I can completely buy into her motive, and it completely caught me off guard. If you watch my Scream 4 ranking, I screamed. I was like, what? And I was like, it completely, because like she plays this innocent role so perfectly throughout the entire film. And there were situations as well where she's with Kirby and their best friend's getting killed in the window before. So the film does a great job at the beginning at completely tossing her out of your hit list, or like sort of kill list. And she was not on my sus list at all. And like she got the call at the beginning of the film as well, when she was in the car with her friend. So I was like completely tossed away. And like it completely I completely forgot that like Scream 1 and 2 had 2 killers, because Scream 3 had 1 killer. I was thinking to myself, oh, Scream 4 is just 1 killer terrorizing Sydney back again. And I didn't expect it to be 2 killers. So that's what made, I guess, Jill's reveal all the more great and shocking, I guess. And however, there is one, I guess, iffy moment where she does she kills the 2 cops in the film because Charlie's at the Stabathon, and then she goes and teleports all the way to the Stabathon to get Gale. But yeah, there is a tendency for that in the Scream films. Now going in to number 3, we are in the top 3, guys. In at 3, we have Stu Macher, played perfectly by Matthew Lillard, Shaggy himself from Scooby-Doo. Now I think Stu being this anchor to Billy was absolutely fantastic. Caught me off guard as well. Like, I didn't expect the first Scream film to have 2 killers, and I didn't expect it to be Stu, because I thought he was like, you know, part of the friend group, and I completely bought into him, you know, having his chats with Randy about pop culture and films as well. But at the end, he completely creeped me out with how happy and sadistic he was. Like, I'm like, man, you're freaking me out with your performance and how happy you are and how insane you are, and like those eyes, man, and his smile was completely creepy. And like Wes Craven actually does something clever in the film, which I read up on recently online, where Billy holds the knife with one hand in the film, and that's when, you know, Billy is doing the kills, and Stu does it with 2 hands. He holds the knife with 2 hands, so that's when you know Stu is doing the killing, which is clever. And a thing I found absolutely crazy as well, I read this on Twitter, is that after they kill Cassie in the film, later in the school, both Billy and Stu, and Billy is my number 2 ranked killer, if you haven't known by now, they wear the same sort of, I think, cotton clothing and pattern as Cassie was wearing at the beginning of the film, and the same colors, which is absolutely crazy to see how they planned it out. And going into number 2, guys, that's why I have Billy. Completely caught me off guard of the boyfriend. Now, he was so creepy and obvious in some scenes that I guess... No, I take that back. He completely, like, it caught me off guard being the boyfriend, because when he was playing dead, I guess, and he got stabbed, I'm just like, oh crap, it can't be him. So it completely eliminates him in the 3rd act, and then he comes back and then like, you're playing, like he was just playing dead. And he's got those sick, sadistic killer eyes at the end when he's talking to Sydney. Like, you can tell what he did to her mother and what Stu did. You can tell in their eyes what they did. They really enjoyed and meant it. And I guess that really what makes it sadistic, and I say that word too much, but like serial killer like, and you completely bought into their madness, and just playing dead and stabbing each other as well was completely crazy. Now, going into number 1, guys, on my Scream Ghostface Killer ranking, we have Dewey from Scary Movie. Now, I don't care what you say, he is the best Ghostface Killer in all movies. He gets high with the boys. You know, this is this is some good shit. Like, what kind of Ghostface Killer as well has his mask change as he's getting high? And like, it was absolutely fantastic. And he's the only Ghostface Killer to survive. So Dewey is number 1. You know, I'm a slash and dash, got I'm a slash and dash, got another hole in your ass. Splayed it on the wall, played tennis in balls. Like, absolutely mental. It's some goated stuff. Has some clever kills as well. Decapitates people. And yeah, the only Ghostface Killer to survive. And yeah, it ends up being this Dewey guy who's playing a complete just, I don't want to say the word, but you know what word I'm like, you know what word he is. Completely like, yeah, not normal individual, and catches you off guard, and yeah, gets high with the boys. It has to be Dewey at number 1, guys. I'm sorry, it just has to be. That is the illest shit I've ever seen. It cracks me up every time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed my Ghostface Killer ranking. I know number 1 was a bit of a parody, but you can ignore that and then stick to the other ranks. But as always, guys, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care, God bless, and peace.